25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is taken at the 18. Broken tackle. Oh, spinning away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. Flexing his muscle at the 30. 20! And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan, he hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
It's good offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
I better raise my voice a little bit here because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. Andre Roberts now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley able to finally wrestle him down for a huge loss, and that'll take us to 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They run. Devontae Freeman. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Ryan. And some space here. this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards on the ground. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
Tuesday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't get him down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan. He's got, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw on second down. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now Ryan on first down. Looking deep for Julio. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 81 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And here now come the Falcons.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing after the interception. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in Range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.